Hello, today I have a laid back video for y'all. I'm gonna be trying out makeup that I bought for $4 or under. In fact, most of these products were under $2. That's right, I have a Shop Miss A makeup haul. Now, if you haven't heard of Shop Miss A, it is this beauty/lifestyle website, but they have a lot of their own brands where they sell these products. A lot of them are under $2, and it can be hit or miss in terms of the makeup and the makeup products, but I've discovered a lot of hidden gems on there. So I have a range of their new products to try out today. Not quite a full face, but almost. So let's get started. If you're new here, I'm Miranda. This channel is all about budget beauty. If that sounds interesting to you, then hit the subscribe button. First product, this was the most expensive thing in my haul, but it was only $4. This is the A2O Lab Soft Matte Foundation. So they have two main beauty brands that they sell that are their own brands. There's A2O and AOA. This is vegan, cruelty-free. It's also labeled mature skin friendly and sensory friendly, which I think is interesting. Not sure what that means. Like maybe it's not sticky, but it's non-drying, blurs pores, texture, and fine lines. And I'm just going straight in. I am kind of smelling perfume, which is not my favorite thing to experience with foundation. This looked like it had a neutral undertone when I bought it on the website. It's pulling a little gray on me, but hopefully that's something that I can kind of warm up with bronzer. It's really hard having a neutral undertone because so many brands interpret that differently. Actually, I feel like that is kind of matching my neck. Am I wrong? So far, the coverage is decent. I mean, these are kind of my angriest spots right now. You could definitely still see them. So I want to see how buildable this is. Right now, I'm getting like solid medium. I had some hyperpigmentation in this area and it's seemingly being covered pretty decently. Let's see how much we can build the coverage here though, because just wanted to see what this could do without needing extra concealer. Now what's interesting is as I'm layering this fresh foundation on top of what I already applied, it's definitely oxidizing into a shade that actually matches me really well. So it goes on a little grayish, but warms up as it dries down. Also, just for reference, I'm using a water-based SPF moisturizer underneath as my primer. I would say that we tap out at medium full coverage just for what I'm seeing here with these super red spots. But this is definitely enough for like my everyday looks. As far as the finish, I don't know about you, but I'm still seeing like quite a bit of radiance. Now, as far as what it meant by sensory friendly, what I'm guessing that means is that it's not sticky at all. Like it's setting pretty quickly and it doesn't feel wet on the skin. It doesn't feel sticky. It doesn't feel heavy. It really does kind of feel like a second skin. Now I picked up this Locked Creamy Concealer and I thought we could try it maybe for the under eye area. And depending on the shade, maybe we can add a little bit of coverage to what's going on my cheek. What's going on is I had a zit and I picked it. That's what's going on. Don't do it, kids. Don't pick your zits. All right, so this is LN1. And I really do think this is gonna be more of an under eye shade versus like a complexion shade for me. Oh yeah, that's gonna be more of a highlighting concealer. It feels kind of thin despite looking like it's got decent coverage. Also vegan and cruelty-free, if I remember correctly. I think all their makeup is vegan and cruelty-free. Okay, this is blending out beautifully. Okay, so maybe they've done their work on improving their complexion products, because I remember I tried either a foundation or a BB cream a few years ago and it was not it, but these are looking really pretty. Yeah, that wasn't like too crazy light, but it was just enough to brighten the under eyes. I do have a setting powder, but I'm a little nervous about it because it's like pink. It's like a bunch of pink and peach shades. And this was labeled as medium, like for medium skin, but considering I've been using the L shades, which are light, I don't know if this was necessarily for me. This is looking really pink on the brush. I'm worried we're about to mess something up. I don't think so. This was the right brush. Okay. I think we're okay. I'm gonna use this also to set some of the expression lines on my face, which is something that I normally do with all of my foundations. Just a really light dusting. I'm not going full on because I'm also going to be using some more cream products later in the routine. I think it's just light enough to use on my skin tone, but I think that they consider me light in their complexion line. I can get away with it, but it's not like perfect for me. But, and I've noticed this with all of their powders, it's so finely milled and silky. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just a very fine, soft powder, and it blends beautifully. Like, it doesn't look dry or patchy or cakey on the skin. I've always loved their setting powders. Next up, we have this brow gel. Again, just $1.88. This is their AOA Studio Tinted Brow Fix Gel. Now, just a note, in case you haven't shopped with AOA Studio before, something that I really like, especially because these products are so cheap, is that with some of their product lines, they give back to charitable organizations. So you'll notice that this one has an A+ on the packaging, and that means part of the proceeds goes toward children's education programs, whether it's building schools or giving school supplies. They also have a Paw Paw collection, which is focused on animal foundations. So I think that's really cool. So I have this gel in Ebony. Oh, this is a very interesting spoolie. It is just straight and thin. Oh, this is very pigmented. Let's see. I'm having kind of a hard time figuring out this wand. It is very flexible, which makes me feel like I have a little less control because it wants to like fling when I put pressure on it. I feel like we're working with a little bit more than tinted brow gel. Like, it's really dark. And yes, I know I chose Ebony, which is like the darkest color, but that's also because I have black brows. It's just not as transparent as a lot of brow gels are. I feel like I need to go in with a clean spoolie to blend the front part because I don't want to keep adding color. Like, that's way more color than I would expect from a brow gel type product. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about it yet because if I'm going for this much color, I definitely want a product that I have a little bit more control, but it doesn't look bad. I also feel like with this really skinny wand, it just comes out coated in product. Like, there's not really a stopper on the inside that's scraping the extra product off before you bring it up to your brows. Yeah, I wish it had a different applicator. I feel like that would make the difference. And honestly, that is a recurring theme with makeup from shopmissa.com. You know, obviously to make it so affordable, something's gotta give. Often that's the packaging. And I do think that the applicator here and the packaging in terms of like having a stopper in it that actually scrapes the excess product off would make a huge difference because the formula seems pretty impressive. Moving on to eyeshadow, but I don't have a primer from AOA, so I'm just gonna use my trusty Milani. You know, I've had so many backups of this product that they've straight up changed the packaging on this now. It doesn't even look like this tube anymore. It comes in like a purplish tube. Okay, these eyeshadows caught my eye. These are the Venetian Romance Creamy eyeshadows. Again, $1.88. $1.88. Okay, I got 3 pots. They only came in singles. So let me swatch them all for you. I bought these with the intention of wearing like one shade all over my lid. So this first one is called Petticoat. Oh, interesting. Okay, hold on. It looks like a powder shadow at first, but you dip into it and I don't know how to explain it. It's obviously like a creamy texture. It's almost a hybrid between a powder and a cream in terms of how it feels on the finger. Oh, wow. That is beautiful. Okay, this was Petticoat. This one is Moreau. Oh my Lord. It's like silk. It feels like you're rubbing your finger on silk. I'm dead. And this last one is Era. I had to buy the Era. This one looked like an olive bronze. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I was right. That's freaking gorgeous. Okay, I think I actually might use two at once because this bronzy shade is calling to me, the gold shade's calling to me. I think I want to do a little halo eye moment, you know me, with these two. Oh, they feel so thin and lightweight, but they blend and are smooth like a cream. Yeah, blending with the fingers is just fine, but it's thin enough and it has like the blendability of a powder where you could definitely get in here with a brush and it'd be super, super easy to work with. Because you know how some creams, they're just a little too thick and creamy to use with brushes and it just kind of ends up getting stuck in the brush. These are not like that, and I'll do it on this eye so I can demonstrate and not just talk out of my ass. I still think you need to put down with your finger first, but then easily blend out with a brush. Now, when you blend it out, I am noticing that you kind of get more of the bronze versus the green. So I think my plan would be, if I really wanted that kind of olive to stand out, is put it on, blend out what I want, like the edges, with a brush, and then I'm gonna go back in with my finger and tap and layer a little bit more color where I want that olive to be more prominent, like that. Oh, so pretty. Now going in with the gold. Y'all know I'm a sucker for a halo eye. It's just so easy. So pretty, so flattering. Let me put on some eyeliner and mascara. I'm using all brown liner and mascara from ColourPop, their BFF gel liner in Brouhaha, their liquid liner in brown, and the brown Level Up mascara. Oh my gosh, I just love how that blended out. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I did not have a bronzer in this haul, so I'm just using my Moira liquid contour. This is the first product that we're blending on top of the foundation, aside from the powder. So far, so good. Even though the foundation has been setting for a little bit, as we've been doing the brows and the eyes, this liquid formula is still blending into it very easily and smoothly. I'm not picking up any foundation as I blend. The blend is seamless, like, I'm so impressed with this $4 foundation. But let's see what happens when we use the blush. So this has the Paw Paw logo I was talking about. This is part of their Paw Paw line. So part of the proceeds go toward animal foundations. And this is their Plush Blush Gel Liquid Blush. What shade is this? Cumulus. This is weird. This straight up looks like nail polish. I've never seen a blush with this type of brush before. What the heck? I'm gonna start slowly here. Maybe I'll do a little heart. Cute. Does this shade match what we've got going on in the eyes? Maybe not. But it is a very pretty rosy shade. I like that a lot. Wow, that blends out so beautifully. I want to see if we can layer the pigmentation just a little bit. Oh yeah, that's layering nicely too. Okay. Very versatile. I feel like with just one layer, this would be a great blush for no makeup looks, just because of the way it blends out so smoothly, but you can definitely layer it up. I don't want to do it too much today. I like the little heart strategy, heart method we got going on. Ooh, that was actually a lot. Meh. I didn't pick up a highlight as part of this haul, but I already have this one. It is called their Everglow Highlighter in Morningstar. Again, it's $188. Now, I do not remember if this is more shimmery or more glowy. Let's find out. Ooh, a good middle ground between the two. Yeah, there's definitely like sparkle to it, but that's not the whole vibe of the highlighter. The highlight doesn't rely on the glitter for the effect, so I'll give it a pass. It's just kind of added in there, but there is like a glowy pigment under the glitter. Let's finish up the look with a lip stain. So I feel like lip stains are having a moment right now. I'm seeing them all over TikTok. These are the Magic Girl lip stains. These are $155. They're supposed to be smear proof, lightweight, and ultra pigmented. I have two shades. I have Haim, okay, and I have Xion. So here's Haim, here's Xion. Beautiful. What do we think matches the look better? I think the darker one, right? Ooh, okay, so I just wiped these off of my hand and yeah, it's a staining. Oh my God. I like the smaller wand because you can really get precise up against your lip line. This might be one of the most pigmented lip stains I've ever tried. Usually I feel like they give you more of a tint vibe and they're transparent, but no, this is like full on color. The color is beautiful. Gonna give it a couple minutes before we do a transfer test. Okay, it's been a couple minutes, just been scrolling TikTok as per usual. Clean hand, here we go. Nada. I'm in such a good mood. You know, I almost didn't film today because I was having cramps and I was like, oh, I'm gonna be such a drag on camera. This just put me in such a good mood. Okay, y'all, this is crazy. I just did the math. If I round up all of the products that were $1.88 or $1.55 to just a solid $2, everything I used today from shopmissa.com cost me less than $20. The only products I brought in were the eyeliner, mascara, and liquid contour, I think. Is that right? That's wild. Because this look is giving high end. Well, that's all, folks. Good day, good video. Hey, so I wasn't planning on this being a wear test video, but one thing led to another and I ended up wearing this makeup all day. It's been like 6.5, 7 hours. It's not like a crazy wear test, but I have been pretty active doing home improvement projects around the house, like drilling holes in the wall, hanging up curtain rods. I've been sweating. And I figured since I still have my makeup on, I would pop in for an update, mostly because I'm still so impressed with this foundation. Let me zoom in. Whoop! This foundation is still looking so smooth. I'm not really seeing it become patchy anywhere. You can see a little bit of shine come through on my forehead, but mind you, I didn't set all over my face. I only applied that powder in my expression lines. So in my laugh lines, in my 11s, and then a little bit up here. So for not having actually set this with powder or setting spray, what the heck? $4 and this is the performance we get? I'm shocked. And I'm really not seeing that much coverage lost. I'm really pleasantly surprised. Also on the nose, I tend to get breakdown right here. You can see that it's shiny, but the foundation has not worn off and my pores aren't showing. And no creasing in my fine lines. So the foundation's doing well and that setting powder worked. Also, while we're here, the blush is looking great. Again, not seeing any splotchiness, and I don't feel like it's faded all that much. But let's talk about the elephant in the room, the lip stain. So I did have lunch and I had a cheesy pasta dish, and then I've been sipping out of my tumbler all day. We've got some fading. However, what's interesting is that my bottom lip is still pretty even with color. It's my top lip that kind of like wore off toward the inner portion. So I wonder if I did prep my lips for the lip stain, which I did not today. Like I didn't exfoliate, I didn't moisturize or anything. I just went straight in there. I wonder if that would give me a little bit more even results between the top and bottom lip. Now I'm so sad to report that the eyeshadow creased. I'm like genuinely so sad about this. And I did prime my eyes. If you remember, I used my Milani eye primer, which is my go-to, but yeah, you can see that it has bunched right down the middle. The color has kind of like strayed from the center of my lid. So that is a huge bummer. I would love to see them improve this formula because it looked so beautiful. And look, I can just kind of blend it out with my pinky and we're good, but like, come on, no one wants to do that. So we were on a high and now we're about 50-50 in terms of the products I used that I would probably use again. The brows also still look very good, just FYI. Well, that is all for today. I'm really glad that I was able to sit down and give you these updates just because things definitely changed as time went on. But I wanna know, do you have any makeup favorites from shopmissa.com? Have you found any hidden gems? Let me know what they are in the comments below because I'm always trying to find the best products on this site. Today's shout out goes to Shan. Thanks for being a member of the Slashed Squad. And join me over in this video next where I try the new ColourPop Lost in Love Valentine's Day collection. You're gonna wanna watch it before things sell out. I'll see you over there. Bye.